The Magic 250 water-based condensation particle counter is used to measure the airborne number concentration of ultrafine particles, ranging from approximately 7 nanometers to 2.5 micrometers. MAGIC stands for Moderated Aerosol Growth and Internal Water Cycling. This water-based CPC is an instrument that uses 3 stages of condensational growth system using a continuous wick. The front of the monitor shows the current concentration and its status flag. Additionally, on the bottom of the monitor, there is the sampling inlet and the removable access panel. This is the back of the monitor when everything is unplugged. Okay, in the front we have the inlet stack and this one. So when you want to work on this re-wet the humidifier, you are going to open up this inlet stack first by unscrewing. Once it is loose, you will open this stack. This comes out, fully out, and then you will want to place that to the side. This is now propped up, laying on its side. This can come out as well. You want to unscrew the unscrew using an Allen wrench, which is included in the bag. So you're gonna unscrew this. The inlet stack should come right out. Place it along the side and then use the 6-inch pieces of tubing. Secure it back in with the Allen wrench and pull that out through the front. The tubing should now be out through the front like placed in the picture. Fill the syringe with 3 milliliters of distilled water and screw the syringe onto the fitting from the front. Slowly inject the water into the port and then wait 60 seconds and extract water. Discard the water into a cup and then reattach the empty syringe and extract water again. Repeat this procedure around 3 times until no air bubbles persist. Now you're going to unscrew the wet wetting fixture tubing and remove any water from the tube. So you're going to flip it back around and unscrew that tubing. Once the cover is back on, you can now plug the monitor back in, turn it on, and you are now ready to save your data. Preparing the inlet humidifier. Unscrew the bottle from the back and fill until halfway full with distilled water. Bottled water is also okay. Okay, so right here is the exhaust where we're going to take this off. You're going to press down on this, and this should come out. Now you're going to place this where it says syringe. Pop it into place. You're going to take your syringe. You're going to screw it in, and then you are going to fill up to 3 milliliters of water. You're going to decompress and slowly get the water out. Ideally, you should have a cup on the side where you can dispose of the water from the syringe. You want to repeat this 2 to 3 more times. So you're just going to release out until water goes in. It doesn't have to be that much. And then you're going to take it out. Make sure it's about 1 to 2 millimeters. It doesn't really matter, just as long as there's no air bubbles persisting. You're going to do that 3 times and just pull back till some air comes out. Okay, that's a lot of water. And then you are going to discard. Now you can unattach the tubing from where it says syringe and place it back onto the exhaust. How to download data. To download the data, simply take out the micro SD card from the back port, ensuring that the monitor is turned off. Place the micro SD card into your SD card reader, insert it into your laptop, and download the data. Additionally, data can be downloaded through the real-time output using the RS-232 port or the Ethernet port. Cleaning the inlet screen. First, remove the inlet stack from the case as shown in the liquiding procedure. With the pre-cut exposed, loosen the 3 screws attaching it to the humidifier. The pre-cut housing will remain mounted to the humidifier. Tilt the pre-cut and the cylindrical impactor core that should slide out. The screws that were captured in the pre-cut housing will also follow. The impactor core has 2 plastic rings, the inlet screen and the outlet screen, additionally a nozzle. Disassemble the core by pulling the plastic rings apart. Clean the debris from the core component and submerge them in isopropyl alcohol for 30 seconds and then dry them off. To reassemble the impactor core, place each screen inside its plastic ring. Arrange its components so that the smaller nozzle opening faces the screen with the solid center, and then snap the rings onto the nozzle. Slide the impactor core onto the pre-cut housing, outlet head first. The inlet screen should be visible before the pre-cut lid is placed. Attach it using the screws in a triangular pattern and attach the inlet tube and humidifier to the pre-cut tube and reinstall the humidifier. Once all the components are back together, reinstall it and screw it back in to the inlet stack. Now you are ready to collect data using the Magic 250 water-based condensation particle counter. Thanks for watching.